Welcome to IELTS.net podcast. How to describe a special meal cooked for you in IELTS speaking. As an IELTS speaking examiner, I've noticed that questions about special meals or food experiences are quite common in the test. This topic allows candidates to showcase their vocabulary, describe emotions, and discuss cultural aspects. Let's explore how to effectively answer questions about a special meal cooked for you, focusing on the IELTS speaking format. Part 1. Introduction and Interview. In Part 1, you may encounter questions related to food and cooking. Here are some possible questions and sample answers. Q. Do you enjoy cooking? Band 6 to 7 answer. Yes, I do enjoy cooking. It's a great way to relax after a long day. I usually cook simple dishes, but I like to experiment with new recipes occasionally. Band 8 to 9 answer. Absolutely. I find cooking to be an incredibly therapeutic and creative process. Not only does it allow me to unwind after a hectic day, but it also gives me the opportunity to experiment with various flavors and techniques. I particularly enjoy fusion cuisine, where I can blend elements from different culinary traditions. What's your favorite type of cuisine? Band 6-7 answer. I'm quite fond of Italian cuisine. I love the combination of pasta, fresh vegetables, and herbs. It's both delicious and relatively easy to cook at home. Band 8 to 9 answer. I have a particular penchant for Mediterranean cuisine, especially Italian. The emphasis on fresh, high-quality ingredients and the harmonious balance of flavors really appeals to me. I appreciate how it manages to be both sophisticated and rustic at the same time, with dishes that are deceptively simple, yet packed with flavor. Part 2. Long Turn. In this section, you'll be given a cue card with a topic to speak about for 1 to 2 minutes. Here's a sample cue card related to our theme. Cue card. Describe a time when a person cooked a special meal for you. You should say, who cooked the meal, what the occasion was, what was cooked, and explain why this meal was special to you. Sample answer, Band 8-9. I'd like to talk about a memorable meal that my grandmother prepared for me when I graduated from university. It was a momentous occasion for our family, as I was the first to earn a degree, and my grandmother wanted to commemorate it in her own special way. My grandmother is an exceptional cook, known for her traditional recipes that have been passed down through generations. For this particular meal, she outdid herself by preparing an elaborate feast that included all my favorite dishes. The centerpiece of the meal was her famous roast chicken, which she had perfected over the years. It was golden brown and crispy on the outside, yet tender and juicy on the inside, infused with herbs from her garden. Accompanying this were her homemade mashed potatoes, so creamy and flavorful that they could be a meal in themselves. What made this meal truly special wasn't just the delectable food, but the love and effort my grandmother put into it. She had spent days planning and preparing, ensuring every dish was just right. The meal was a tangible expression of her pride in my achievement and her love for me. As we sat around the table, sharing this sumptuous meal and recounting family stories, I felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude and connection. It wasn't just about the food. It was about family, tradition, and the milestone we were celebrating. This meal will always hold a special place in my heart, not only for its exceptional taste, but for the warmth and love it represented. It was a poignant reminder of the power of food to bring people together and create lasting memories. Follow-up questions. How did this experience influence your appreciation for home-cooked meals? Band 6-7. Answer. This experience made me value home-cooked meals more. I realized that they're not just about food, but also about showing care and love for others. Band 8-9 answer. This experience profoundly impacted my appreciation for home-cooked meals. It crystallized for me the idea that cooking is a form of love language. I came to understand that a home-cooked meal is more than just sustenance. It's a tangible expression of care, an investment of time and effort that speaks volumes about the cook's feelings for their guests. This realization has made me cherish every home-cooked meal I've had since, and it's inspired me to cook for others as a way of showing my affection. Do you think traditional cooking methods are being lost in modern society? Band 6-7. Answer. Yes, I think some traditional cooking methods are being lost. Many people now prefer quick, convenient meals due to busy lifestyles. However, there's also a growing interest in learning traditional cooking techniques. Band 8-9 answer. While there's no denying that fast-paced modern lifestyles have led to a decline in traditional cooking methods, I believe the situation is more nuanced. On one hand, the convenience of ready-made meals and fast food has certainly diminished the everyday use of traditional techniques. However, there's also been a resurgence of interest in artisanal and traditional foods. Cooking shows, food blogs, and social media have paradoxically used modern platforms to revive interest in age-old cooking methods. This has led to a sort of culinary renaissance where people are actively seeking out and preserving traditional recipes and techniques. So while some methods may be less common in daily life, they're being documented and celebrated in ways that may actually ensure their long-term survival. Part 3. Two-way discussion. In this section, the examiner will ask you more abstract questions related to the topic. Here are some potential questions and answers. Q. How has globalization affected traditional cuisines around the world? Band 6-7 answer. Globalization has had a big impact on traditional cuisines. It's made ingredients from different countries more available, which allows people to try new foods. However, it's also led to some traditional dishes becoming less popular as fast food chains spread globally. Band 8-9 answer. Globalization has had a profound and multifaceted impact on traditional cuisines worldwide. On one hand, it has facilitated an unprecedented exchange of culinary ideas and techniques, leading to exciting fusion cuisines and innovative dishes that blend elements from diverse culinary traditions. The increased availability of exotic ingredients has also allowed chefs and home cooks alike to experiment with flavors and dishes that were once inaccessible. However, this culinary cross-pollination has also posed challenges to traditional cuisines. The homogenizing influence of global food trends and the proliferation of international fast food chains have in some cases overshadowed local culinary traditions. This has led to concerns about the erosion of culinary heritage and the loss of traditional cooking methods and recipes. Interestingly, globalization has also sparked a counter-movement that champions local and traditional foods. This has manifested in the farm-to-table movement, the resurgence of interest in heirloom ingredients, and efforts to preserve and promote traditional cooking techniques. In this sense, globalization has paradoxically both threatened and reinvigorated traditional cuisines, leading to a complex and dynamic global food landscape. Do you think cooking skills should be taught in schools? Band 6-7. Answer. Yes, I believe cooking skills should be taught in schools. It's an important life skill that can help students eat healthier and save money in the future. It also teaches them about nutrition and food safety. Band 8-9 answer. I strongly advocate for the inclusion of cooking skills in school curricula. This multifaceted skill set offers numerous benefits that extend far beyond the kitchen. Firstly, teaching cooking in schools can be a powerful tool in combating the growing obesity epidemic by educating students about nutrition and empowering them to make healthier food choices. It's an investment in public health that could yield significant dividends in the long term. Moreover, cooking education fosters a range of transferable skills. It teaches time management, budgeting, planning, and even basic chemistry and mathematics in practical, engaging ways. These are invaluable life skills that will serve students well, regardless of their future career paths. From a cultural perspective, cooking classes can serve as a conduit for teaching about different cultures and traditions, promoting cross-cultural understanding and appreciation. They can also help preserve traditional recipes and techniques that might otherwise be lost in our fast-paced, convenience-oriented society. Lastly, in an era where environmental concerns are paramount, teaching cooking can promote sustainability by encouraging the use of whole, local ingredients and reducing reliance on processed foods with their associated packaging waste. In essence, integrating cooking into the school curriculum is not just about teaching a practical skill. It's about equipping students with the knowledge and abilities to lead healthier, more self-sufficient, and culturally aware lives. Key vocabulary and phrases. To achieve a high band score in IELTS speaking, it's crucial to use a wide range of vocabulary accurately. Here are some key words and phrases related to the topic of special meals. Culinary heritage, Culinaritage, noun phrase, the traditional dishes and cooking methods of a particular culture or family. Example, my grandmother's recipes are an important part of our family's culinary heritage. Gastronomic delight, noun phrase, a food or dish that is extremely pleasing to eat. Example, the chef's signature dish was a gastronomic delight that left us all amazed. To savor, verb, to enjoy food or an experience slowly in order to appreciate it fully. Example, I like to savor each bite of a well-prepared meal. Epicurean, oran, adjective, devoted to the enjoyment of good food and drink. Example, my uncle is quite the Epicurean. He loves exploring new restaurants and trying exotic dishes. Al dente, adjective, cooked so as to be still firm when bitten, typically referring to pasta. Example, the pasta was cooked perfectly al dente, giving it a pleasant texture. To tantalize the taste buds, lode, idiom, to stimulate or excite the senses, especially in relation to food. Example, the aroma of the freshly baked bread tantalized our taste buds. Examiner's advice. To excel in the IELTS speaking test when discussing special meals or food experiences, use descriptive language to bring your experience to life. Engage all the senses in your description. Structure your answer clearly, especially in Part 2. Use discourse markers to guide the listener through your story. Show off your range of vocabulary related to food and cooking. Use specific cooking terms and adjectives to describe flavors and textures. In Part 3, demonstrate critical thinking by considering different perspectives on food-related issues. Practice describing various food experiences beforehand so you can speak fluently and confidently on the topic. Remember, the key to success in IELTS speaking is not just about what you say, but how you say it. Aim for fluency, coherence, and a natural conversational style. Learn how to describe a time you learned something new in IELTS speaking. Discover how to describe a time when you visited a relative. Explore the importance of food in IELTS speaking. By following these guidelines and practicing regularly, you'll be well prepared to discuss special meals and food experiences in your IELTS speaking test, potentially boosting your band score. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this episode and found it helpful, make sure to follow our channel so you don't miss out on more valuable content coming your way. We've got a lot of exciting topics lined up, and we'd love for you to be part of the journey. Hit that follow button and stay connected with us for more insights and inspiration. See you in the next episode.